Good evening. Welcome to the Big Machine Distillery and Brewery. This is our Bransford location, and tonight is the world premiere of the Justin Moore Late Night Longnecks IPA. You haven't had one yet. I thought by now everybody would have had a drink. All right, so let me try that again. Tonight is the introduction of Justin Moore's Late Night and Longnecks IPA. Now the party can get started. I'm Scott Borchetta, President and CEO of the Big Machine Label Group, and welcome to this great event. This is to celebrate the release of Justin Moore's 5th album, and it's #1 at iTunes right now. Congratulations, Justin. And it's really been such a privilege. Justin and I have been together for 11 years now. And the last couple of records, Jeremy Stover. Jeremy, are you here? Oh, he's in Hawaii, actually. So he's not here. So Justin and Jeremy asked me to come in and co-produce the last couple of records. And it's been an honor to do that. And it's not something that I get to do very often because I'm so busy. But to be part of this process has really been fulfilling, and to see people love Justin Moore's music so much is something I'm super proud of. And you know, to think that I'm part of the most traditional artists on our roster, me growing up in Southern California playing in punk rock bands, it's pretty ironic and pretty awesome that I get to be part of this amazing music and part of from Justin Moore. I see a couple hands in the air. It's like, yeah. It's kind of quiet in here, which is good. That way you're listening. So for this album, Justin very specifically wanted to make the most country album that he has made so far. And I hope that you've heard it by now, but if you haven't, I hope that you've heard it by now. But for the very few of those who haven't, he's made another brilliant record. And when you look at the body of work that Justin has created now with 5 albums, it's something that he can be proud of, and I think that all of Nashville and all of country music can be proud of, because he's never veered away from his vision of being exactly who he is, and that's a country boy, and now a country man. And it's something that is never lost on any of us, those of us who have the honor of being in his circle and being his friend. You know, the guy's very specific about what he wants to do and what he does, and he's also a great family man, and his family is here tonight to celebrate with us as well. And so what I'm going to do now is stop talking so Justin can start rocking. So please welcome Valerie Music Company #1 artist, Justin Moore.
She left before I could get the bro hug going. Well, first and foremost, thank you for the kind words, Scott. It's been, I think we met maybe 13, 14 years ago, Scott and I did. And it's been a pretty amazing ride ever since. You know, to be able to sit up here and tell you this marks the 10th anniversary of us releasing our first album and 12 years on the roster. It's pretty amazing, and it doesn't happen without a whole lot of people. A lot of them are in this room. Country radio, our fans, these guys and so many more that are not sitting up here with me right now. And I just want to start by saying thank you guys. If you've ever written a kind word about me, covered me and our music, ever just came to show anything or had any hand in us still being around and being relevant, this far in our career. We very, very much appreciate it. So I just want you to know that before we go any further here. And I know there's not only just people, this is the first time we've done this type of thing. Not only are we playing for you guys in this room, but there are, I think, probably 10, 15, 20 million people watching around the world. I think that's an accurate number. Somebody told me earlier. I don't know if it's accurate or not. But so hello to all you guys and gals out there. We appreciate y'all joining us. We're going to try to play some music off of the new album that we've played maybe one time. So we may stop and I may have to Google lyrics. We may, who knows? But we're gonna get it right one way or the other. And I do want to say hello. Scott mentioned some of my family is here. My wife Kate is here with our two oldest daughters, who are Ella and Ken. They're here. So they wanted to know what Dad. They go, Dad, what do you do? I go, I'm either talking about myself or singing about myself. And they go, yeah, but what do you do? I said, well, if you want to see what I do, come out with me for the week we release the album. So they're out all week with us. It's fun to have them out for sure. So with that being said, I'll shut up. And I don't think I'm out of turn by saying this is going to be our next single. I guess we've decided that, right? Okay. This will be our next single to country radio. It's called Why We Drink. Inspired by my mom. Cause it's Friday, cause it's Monday, cause it's a charcoal burning Sunday, cause we ain't gonna get to one day. That's why we drink. Cause the sun's up, cause the sun down, cause my wound up needs a little unwound, cause we've been working all day but we're done now. Yeah, that's why we drink. Cause they're ice cold, cause it's hot out, cause we're jumbo sitting with a line out, cause we're a little messed up, but it's cheaper than a dang old shrink. Cause we're grown up, cause we're still kids, cause we love doing things cause our daddies did. Cause it's alcohol abuse if you pour one down the sink. That's why we drink. Cause our team lost, cause our team won, cause Sweet Home Alabama just came home. We're all looking for a reason to raise one. Yeah, that's why we drink. Cause they're ice cold, cause it's hot out, cause we're jumbo sitting with a line out, cause we're a little messed up, but it's cheaper than a dang old shrink. Cause we're grown up, cause we're still kids, cause we love doing things cause our daddies did. Cause it's alcohol abuse if you pour one down the sink. Yeah, that's why we drink. To good friends, good times, you and me. To the red, white, and blue boys and girls overseas. Cause they're ice cold, cause it's hot out, cause we're jumbo sitting with a line out, cause we're a little messed up, but it's cheaper than a dang old shrink. That's why we drink. Cause we're grown up, cause we're still kids, cause we love doing things cause our daddies did. Cause it's alcohol abuse if you pour one down the sink. That's why we drink. Yeah, that's why we drink country music and big machine vodka, Justin Moore beer. Somebody asked me earlier, what's the proudest moment of your career? I said, having my own beer. Happened today. So, I mentioned my wife is here. She has always been a really good sounding board for singles and songs, and because she's completely honest with me, as most of your spouses probably are with you. If it's really good, I know that she tells me it's good because she really believes it's good, and if it's crap, she has no problem telling me. And so she's had a hand in picking a few of our big records over the years, and so she's a little ticked off that that's our next single because she wants this next one to be a single. I said, well, just be patient. Maybe it'll be the next one. So, but it also makes me somewhat nervous that it's a breakup song. We got 4 kids, have been married for 12 years. That could be expensive. And so, but no, it's a song called On the Rocks that Scott mentioned. I wanted to make the most traditional album we've made to date, which I think is a mouthful because I don't think we've ever done a whole lot that hasn't been traditional, but we made a concerted effort with this particular album to make one that there was no doubt about it where we were trying to go with it, and this was a song that was a cornerstone of the album and the choosing of the songs for the album. So I hope you guys dig it. It's called On the Rocks. I'm going to go ahead and Google the lyrics real quick just in case. Okay, we're good. I pulled them up before. Yeah, it's called On the Rocks. Just in case. She's probably staying at her mama's, spilling all the drama now. Wine drinking off the hurt and twisting all my words around. This ain't my first rodeo. Hold on, here we go. Before I slam the door, I said go to hell. Call my buddies up, now they're watching me drink by myself till they cut me off, or till the doors are locked. Same old back again on a bender. Bartender, don't stop pouring on me, 'cause this whiskey ain't the only thing on the rocks. We've done more breaking up again and making up again to count. And every single double ain't the only trouble going down. This drink and her love, why do I like the hard stuff? Before I slam the door, I said go to hell. Called my buddies up, now they're watching me drink by myself till they cut me off, or till the doors are locked. Same old back again on a bender. Bartender, don't stop pouring on me, 'cause this whiskey ain't the only thing on the rocks. This drink and her love, why do I like the hard stuff? Before I slam the door, me, drank by myself till they cut me off, or till the doors are locked. Same old back again on a bender. Bartender, don't stop pouring on me, 'cause this whiskey ain't the only thing on the rocks. It ain't the only thing on the rocks. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you have had the opportunity to listen to the album, you know that there's a lot of alcohol involved in it, but you know, you go write songs with Jeremy Stover and Josh Thompson and David Lee Murphy and Red Akins, and the list goes on and on and on, you know. It's part of it. But no, we, just to give you guys, I know a lot of you know this, but to give you a little bit of backstory, when I moved here in 2002, Jeremy and I would just, we weren't single, but we didn't have kids and that kind of stuff. He might have had one, but we would just pop down to the beach and lock ourselves in a hotel room and write songs for a few days, and somehow we slipped this one past our wives, this idea of writing this album at the beach. My wife and I have a home down in Destin, and I said, maybe it'll pay off one day. I think it will. This is a business trip, and hopefully today is that day that it pays off. But thank you to not only his wife and all the other writers' wives, and along with mine as well, for allowing us to do that, because I think it created an environment in which we were just completely free to be creative, because we're all hands-on dads, all of the guys that went down there with us, and I certainly appreciate their time and their abilities and their efforts, and it was so much fun for us. We really enjoyed it. To be able to say that 12 years into my career, I had more fun making this album than any in my career, I think is a mouthful. And also thank you to Scott and the record label when I came in and said, this is what I want to do. Yeah. So this is exactly what I'm thinking and what I want to do, and everyone at the label said, okay, go do that then. And it's always shocking to me when people ask me, like, well, how do you do that? How do you go and just tell them this is what you want to do? Why do they trust you? I go, well, I don't know that they trust me necessarily, but I've never had it any other way. I don't know what a new artist goes through in the sense where they, you know, you're told by a record label you got to put this on the album or you have to do that, and you know, I'm thankful for that. So just know that I very much appreciate that from all of you guys. And this one obviously was no different. So. Now, girls, close your ears. So, I've never written a song directly or specifically for any of my three daughters. I do have a tattoo on one arm for my oldest daughter, which makes my two middle daughters really angry. I go, well, where's our tattoo? I said, well, Dad's running out of real estate. I don't know if y'all have looked at these bad boys lately, but not a whole lot of real estate left. And I say that to say this. I wrote a song. My wife and I just had 2 years ago, we had our first son, and I wrote a song for him and about being a dad to a little boy. And so maybe I'll have to get around to either working out and getting more tattoos or writing more songs for the girls. I don't know. But either way, here's a song that's really special to me. It's called That's My Boy. It's on this album. Gonna know that Jesus saves, He'll always love the Braves. He's gonna go through that phase where he thinks he knows it all. He's gonna eat, sleep, and breathe in boots. Probably never gonna own a suit. Drop everything he's about to do anytime his mama calls. That's my boy, he's a blue chip straight off the blocker, jacked up old truck, Kenwood rocker, a fist-sized Dan in a football locker, fired up and making noise. He's a getting back up from a life heading maker, got you back now, you can get me back later, I can hear me now in my bleacher proud southern voice, screaming, that's my boy. Gonna break some hearts and break some bones. He's gonna break out on his own and find the rear view and get back home just as fast as he can, like his old man. That's my boy, he's a blue chip straight off the blocker, jacked up old truck, Kenwood rocker, fist-sized Dan in a football locker, fired up and making noise. He's a get back up from a life heading maker, got your back now, you can get me back later, I can hear me now in my bleacher proud southern voice. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my heart, that's my soul, that's my last name, that's a love like I've never known, yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy, he's a blue chip straight off the blocker, jacked up old truck, Kenwood rocker, a fist-sized Dan in a football locker, fired up and making noise. He's a get back up from a life hating maker, got you back now, you can get me back later, I can hear me proud in my bleacher proud southern voice. Yeah, screaming, that's my boy. That's my boy. Thank you. So, I just got word actually before we came up that I had the opportunity to announce something else really special. And for all the folks at home, hopefully they'll be excited about this. I know that I am. I've been fortunate to go out and have the opportunity over the last 5-6 years to do my own tours, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had some guys out that not only do I have a ton of respect for, but have gone on to have such great careers since then. We started putting something together a little while back that I thought, I've been saying if we could put this together, it would be probably the biggest one, at least for me personally, but I think the biggest tour we've ever been able to put together. And this is, I'm not probably going to get in trouble for this, aren't I? Now, yeah, whatever. But I'll go ahead and say it. We're excited to announce that we're putting together the tour in support of this album, Late Nights and Longnecks tour, and excited to go out and do it with one of my heroes, another Arkansas boy of mine who's got, I think, 18, 20 number ones, Tracy Lawrence. He's somebody that I've looked up to for a lot of years, and I think it's just it's a perfect timing for he and I, and to go out and do a tour together. Is going to be so much fun. I have so much respect for him, and so we'll be. I don't even know when we start that, but Somebody can scream it out if they do. January? Is that what it is? January? Okay, January. So, yeah, I'm really excited to go out and co-headline a tour with him, and it's going to be so much fun. And again, just such an honor to be able to share the stage with him each and every night, and maybe talk a little Razorback sports too. But very proud of that. But it wouldn't have happened without the support of this album, and in particular this song. And I've had the opportunity over the last few days to talk to a lot of folks in radio about this album and about the current single. And I was asked on the radio today what I thought about the lack of TV time I've had over the years as it compares to the exposure that I've been able to be afforded on radio. I decided many, many years ago that radio gave me my first opportunity and has continued to stand by my side since 2007, 2008. And I don't really give a crap about TV because they've never really been there for me. And I say that to say this: thank you very much, country radio, for giving me a voice in this business. It's been unbelievable, the chances that you've taken on me, and if the other stuff comes, great, but I always know that you guys have had my back and will continue to do so. So very much appreciate that. With that being said, you've given me another top 5 record with this song, and I want to send it out to those that the song was written for, which was our military servicemen and women, our police officers, firefighters, all of those who serve our communities and make it greater and safer places. So it's called The Ones That Didn't Make It Back Home. Tours up, middle of June, she was planning a welcome home barbecue, green bean casserole, grandma's recipe. There was a knock on the door around 2 o'clock, 2 uniforms and her heart stopped, yellow ribbon round an oak tree, blowing in the breeze. Here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long, the hold up a beer ones, wish they were here ones, the not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure have to hold out here. We just go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. The whole town shut down, the whole town showed up, sang Amazing Grace and watched the slideshow up. It's 22 years, there were laughs and there were tears, and that preacher talked about sacrifice and traffic stop for them Cadillac lights. Johnny sold beer half price that night, and everybody raised them high, singing, here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen so long, the hold up a beer ones, wish they were here ones, the not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, they sure have to hold out here. Go on living and go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. Back to that front porch, back through that front door, to the life they were fighting for. And here's to the ones that didn't make it back home, the ones we ain't seen in so long, The hold of a beer ones wish they were here ones and not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there. They sure have to hold out here. We just go on living, go on missing the ones that didn't make it back home. The ones that didn't make it back home. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, thanks a lot for hanging out with us tonight. The new album is brilliant. Got a great taste of that right now. Late Nights at Longnecks, Justin Moore. Let's hear it for one of the best singers in country music ever. And I know it's a little bit hot. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Have a drink on your way out. Thank you.